What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Sterfry. I've probably been putting this video off way longer than I actually should have, but nonetheless, we are here now. I am a magician. I am from Ohio. I'm 26 years old, and I love magic. I love magic. I love playing cards. I've currently like 500 and some playing cards behind me the last time we counted. I've done shows all over Ohio, from kid shows to adults, from stage shows to venues to in front of people. I just recently did a masquerade ball over like the weekend. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I've never done that before, so that was kind of awesome. And yeah, I've been like asked to make a YouTube channel. Like, a lot of people want to see like the more inside of like the magic life and like how like magic works, my life, my journey, and like what better time to do that than the time it is when you're watching this video. And you get to see the start, you get to see the journey. And enough of me talking, let's just get into it.
Frogs here, gnats here, flies, blood. You have to put them in
Is guilt and bourbon.
What's he got to feel guilty for?
He was important.
Alright. First order of business. Magic. Is this thing on? Yeah, like I said, I'm new to this whole thing, so it's gonna be like a big learning curve for you and for me. Like, I'm gonna have to find out what works, what doesn't, what to talk about, what not to talk about. But the cool thing is, you're here for the ride. You tuned in. You turned on your phone and became a watcher of this content. I got into magic. I guess that's the first thing I should talk about. How did I get into magic? I got into magic. I knew a trick when I was real young that, like everybody does. Everybody kind of has that, like, saying, like, "Ooh, I do this little coin trick," right? And then somewhere along the line, I found a Chris Ramsey video, and I started watching like Chris Ramsey and like all the stuff he was doing, and I was like, dang, like it was where he was collecting cards. So I was like, oh yeah, like that would be cool. I want to collect something. So I got into playing cards, and then I got more and more and more playing cards, and then naturally, after playing with some playing cards, I wanted to learn a trick or two, so I started learning trick or two, and now it is a full-blown addiction, and I sit here with 500 and some playing cards behind me. Please send help. But in all honesty, I really am trying to break the world record in playing cards. So I do believe the world record is around 11,000 playing cards. So a long way to go, and I'm probably going to run out of room, and my wife will hate me for that. But it'll be okay. How cool would it be to say that you have the world's largest collection of playing cards? That was a motorcycle. Kind of a bad thing about living by a main road, especially when you're trying to shoot content all the time. Sometimes you get a lot of cars that are like not the quietest cars in the dealership. Is that a thing? Kind of like not the brightest crayon in the box, but it's like not that. But yeah, and it's playing cards like of all kinds. Like, I got these like "Don't Tread on Me" ones that I just picked up the other day. Like, I don't, what country is this? Is this England? This is the Bunker Hill flag from New England. So New England, boom. And then like, yeah, it's everything. I got some of these. So like, it's not just I got these cards over here, like just a whole bunch of different cards and different things. And like, I think the world record's 11,000 different ones. So I got some duplicates, and I got a lot of bicycle cards over here for when I like go and perform at shows. I like to like use bicycle, something classic that everybody uses. That way they don't think that like it's set up. That's another thing about me. That's pretty interesting. I'm a magician that doesn't like gimmicks, right? In my routine, I don't even use one gimmick. Sometimes if I switch it up, like I'll use one or two, but like for the most part, not a gimmick guy. And here is why. Unpopular opinion incoming. I think gimmicks are way less skillful than using sleight of hand, due to the fact that almost anybody who had about an hour to learn how to use an angled mirror properly or a trapdoor, well, you could be the next Houdini or Copperfield or David Blaine, right? Because those are people who use gimmicks prominently in their shows. Now, that's not to take away from the fact that those guys are great and they brought so much to the culture of magic and they've done so much. But it takes a special kind of skill to do sleight of hand with a deck of cards. If you can take an object from somebody, whether it's a ring, a deck of cards, a coin, rubber bands, when you take it from a spectator, or you can give it to the spectator, you don't even necessarily have to take it. When you can give an object out, when the object is examinable, when there's nothing wrong with the object and you never had to do some sort of switch to get there, it's way more powerful in my opinion. Not to say that I haven't or don't use gimmicks sometimes, I just prefer not to use gimmicks, right? I prefer more of a purist type approach to magic. Other than that, some of my favorite magicians are Takumi Takahashi, Leonard Green, Danny De Ortiz, Juan Tamariz, just to name a few. Then, of course, you got Alex Pandrea, you got Xavier Spade, Chris Ramsey, of course. Some of my friends like Gino and Jack from TikTok, Gino Plager and Jack Bridger. And then you got other friends of mine like Jerry, who goes by Jerry Nails It. He's the guy who's always standing on nails. Shout out to Jerry. Then you got other friends of mine from like over in Scotland. You got Mike, who we are working on releasing a deck of cards. Oh my God, I forgot. I did not talk about that. See, and we have so much to talk about. I thought we weren't going to have anything to talk about, but here I am just forgetting that I have a deck of cards coming out soon. This is the Balance deck. The Balance deck is a deck of cards that me and my buddy from Scotland created, right? My buddy Mike's Magic and your boy Sterfry. Now, I'm from America and Mike is from Scotland. So we have the American and Scottish flag in the middle of a yin-yang, because when you think about balance, you think about a yin-yang, I hope. I mean, at least I do, right? And then what is a yin-yang represent? It represents balance. What is balance? Balance is like this white, this purity. That's what this white represents. This when you got good things going on in life, when everything's going okay, right? But what is life but chaos and good, right? Balance, good, bad, stress, not stress, like, that's what life is. Life is this constant balance. You have good things going on in these good situations, but you might also have like this cluster or like these bad things or like stressors. Like all of this stuff is what makes life. And in between all this white is where you'll find all this cluster, all this mess, all this jumbled up stuff. And it all leads to balance. So that's kind of the idea behind the Balance deck. This will be out just in time for Christmas too, so it's a perfect, if you're looking for a gift and you don't know what to get somebody, get one of these. Get a deck of these. And they're marked for magicians in the most subtle way possible. You can't even see it. We've gave it to multiple people and they haven't been able to read the markings until we point out where they are. And like, they're so easy. You can literally just look at the back of the card like, oh, this is the Five of Hearts, just by looking at the back. Craziest thing ever. We put like an hour tutorial on the cards on how to like read the backs and how to use it for certain tricks and stuff like that. So I think it is going to be amazing. It's always been a dream of mine to release a deck of cards, so I'm hoping that like it actually like goes off smoothly. I mean, we're already in the printing process and stuff like that, so like now we're just waiting on like the decks to actually come here, and then we got a little bit of promotion to do, and then we're gonna launch a Kickstarter. And then if you guys fund the Kickstarter, these decks will be like a for sure thing in everybody's hand. How cool is that? How cool is that? How cool is it to start off the YouTube channel with a bang like that, right? Going back and speaking about all my friends, by the way, that I've met through magic, I think that's one of the coolest things about the magic community that like I'd like to share with everybody else for just a moment. So when I first started magic, I was like super like nervous actually to like show people anything that I was actually doing, because I kind of thought that like somebody I knew out there was gonna like see what I was doing and like see that I was doing magic, and they were gonna kind of make fun of me. Like I had a genuine like thought that they were gonna do that. Little did I know, magicians are actually cool. So as time goes on, I start showing people and people start liking it. And then like I start putting stuff on the internet, and it was amazing to me at first that like the magic community was kind of like accepting. Like I've done a lot of other things like skateboard and like music and like, you know, rapping and like other artworks, and like a lot of the times there's like this competition factor. People are always trying to be better than and one up and be better than this person, or like I got better skills than you. And it wasn't really like that for me in magic. And I've talked to like other magicians who's had like they've had different experiences, like, so it's not always like that, but like I'm grateful for the fact that like so far my magic journey has been like, it's been pretty solid. It's been pretty cool. I've met some really cool people. I've got some professional, bigger name magicians who eventually like, and occasionally, not eventually, occasionally they'll jump into like my lives and stuff, and I think that's really cool. People like Jeremy Griffith, and I've had like Jay Sankey like follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. So like sometimes it's not the amount of people you have, sometimes it's who you have in there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it for today. Hopefully you guys liked that. Hopefully you learned a little bit about me, and as the channel goes on, like I hope you find something on here that you actually like and enjoy. I think my purpose was to like be put on earth to like do magic, so like I'm really hoping that I can inspire somebody else watching this channel to like go get playing cards. Maybe not fill up a whole china cabinet full of 500 and some, because that's a little ambitious. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it today. Tune in next time for the next video. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, whatever you gotta do. And, you know, drop a comment below. What do you think the next video should be about? Or should there be a next one? See you guys next time.